Hey, T Marie. No, I'm just playing around with it. I just have my iPad, so I can't present much content. So I'm just playing around today. Getting a new laptop soon, so then I can do live with content. Just waiting for a couple other people. I might share something from my phone from Bullhorn Betty this morning if I can get it to work right. Oh, I see EKC's live. So you can hear me okay then? I'm not camming up because I'm a mess. Hi, I hate peas. Is everybody ready for the Super Bowl? Snap your W-2 and file Fed and state for free. Simple tax returns. I might try to play some of this crap that Bullhorn Betty was spewing this morning. That girl, that lady, something else. She's got too long of an intro for me. Yeah, I can see you, T. Okay, I'm going to pause it. I think I can get it to play. Hey. Hi, Sheba. Hi, Rizzo's wife. Yeah, I'm not camming up today. I'm a hot mess. It's Sunday. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to color all this gray and white or just leave it go and quit fighting the fight. But I've cammed up before, so they can't say I've never cammed up. So I'm going to play a little bit of, just a little bit of Bullhorn Betty's live today. I have to play it from my phone, though, because with StreamYard, you can't present on your iPad on a mobile device. And Restream, you can only do like 4 minutes, and I have no sound when I do it, so I cannot wait for to get my laptop. I just can't wait. I enjoy doing the videos, but they're a lot of work on this iPad because it only has so much space, and I've got to delete all the time and then clip this, clip that. I'll still do uploaded videos, but once I get my laptop in a couple weeks, I probably will be doing a lot more lives because then I can present a lot of content with StreamYard. Restream's good for a mobile device, but I don't know. It limits you on how long you can present. Hi, Quartz. Hi, B Fergs. How are you? You're cleaning? Yeah, I should be, but I get tired of cleaning all the time. I swear, it's all I do is take care of the kids and clean and cook, and they take care of the animals, including all the wild animals. I probably spend more on peanuts than I do for snacks for myself, so the kids can feed the squirrels. But I'm gonna wait a couple minutes, see if anybody else comes in. I'm gonna play a little bit of this Bullhorn Betty's crap because, Betty went on one of her rants before she got into her content. I wish she'd leave that poor girl Dylan alone. I just wish these YouTubers would leave that girl alone. Yeah, I should be cleaning, like I said, B-Fergs, but yeah, today I decided nope. I had to go get all this stuff for these Valentine's Day parties. Remind me, I'm kind of old to have littles, but we do. My boy's going to be 5 in a couple days, and his pre-K teacher wanted pizzas and snacks and fruit and drinks and treat bags. I'm like, yo, wait a minute. They're 4 or 5 years old. They're not going to eat all that. I'm not about to spend $70 on pizzas for the class. So I ran all over the place looking for Valentine's Day stuff and did little treat bags for my girls' class and for his class. And of course, got cookies and stuff. Yeah, like a dummy. Yeah, cooking and cleaning never ends. Oh, you're looking for a tax record? Yeah, I did them. They're done, filed. I don't have to worry about it. I am so glad. I do not like the IRS. I get nervous as hell with the IRS because no matter what, they'll find a fault with you. I try to do them as soon as possible and get it out of the way so I don't have to deal with them. I do not mess with the IRS, unlike some others. I think Olivia might be slowly getting away. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Um, I know she's young, and everybody gives her a pass because she's so young. But come on, have you checked out her TikTok content? That girl got some off-the-wall theories. I still don't understand how her aliens and ghosts and stuff like that has anything to do with true crime. But she mixes it somehow. But she's got some off-the-wall theories. When her and Betty went to Idaho, and I did that video of them searching, and I wanted Betty to get in that dumpster so bad, but she wouldn't. I was waiting for her to find something, just like she supposedly found this water bottle that's never been proven to be Gabby's. But, you know. Yeah, she is weird. She lost all credibility to me, especially not only with the water bottle crap, because that was crap. Come on, the store right down the street sells the same water bottle. As a matter of fact, lots of stores sell that water bottle. And there was no DNA, no fingerprints, no proof it was ever Gabby's, but that's her claim to fame. But when she did that interview with that Kim lady about the Idaho 4, ooh, yeah. And I still don't think she deleted the video completely. I haven't checked. I think she privated it, but I don't know. But do I think she used Molly and them? No more than they used her for all their editing, because the girl is talented there. Yeah, she is old enough to know better. I hate peas. Yeah, it's 2:30. I used to live in California. We used to live in Vallejo, and then we moved down to San Diego. I love California. It was just outrageously expensive. Easy to make money back in those days, though. Right? This was 20 something, 23 years ago, so I'm sure it's changed. It's 10:30 where you're at, Quartz? Wow. It's 5:40 here. We're early. So, what does everybody think about Mallory or Mallory? I mean, according to her, she's been on YouTube, from what she said, what, 7, 8 years? And I can't believe that that's all the followers she has. I would think after 7, 8 years, you'd have a lot more subs. I don't know. I hope I don't get stagnant like that. I noticed EKC's live, but man, that's brain. So there's no brain there. There's just no brain cells with that one. Alaska is so expensive to live in too. Oh, I'd love to go to Alaska. That's on my bucket list. I would love to tour Alaska. Beautiful. Oakdale, I know where that's at. South Orange County, yeah. I like San Diego. Um, I like living out there, but my hubby wanted to go home, and we ended up going home and was only supposed to be there for a little while because I wanted to live in Florida if I couldn't stay in California. And I think it was 13 years later I finally got to Florida. But been here, what, 18 years? But I did enjoy California. There was always something to do. I just didn't like, at the time we were out there, the gangs were really bad, and we lived in a so-called gated security community or condo. But one morning, man, apparently the gangs were fighting with each other and decided to have a shootout. And we're at the bus stop, and I got to throw my son on the ground and jump on top of him so he don't get hit. And there wasn't, this was an exclusive community. That was it for me. We sold our condo, took a big loss on it just to get rid of it, and that, yeah. It was bad that back then, though, with the gangs. Yeah, Mallory has been. That's what, when she said how long she's been on YouTube with a channel, I'm like, what? And you're only at 15, what, she's got 13, 14, maybe 15K subs? That's a long time to only have that amount of subs. Maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I guess I don't know where to talk. I'm just a small channel. But at least I'm growing. And I'm growing just by uploading videos, and because of Uni and nonsense, putting out my channel and Uni showing my videos. But hopefully it'll get better once I can start doing lives and presenting my content live. Y'all might pick on me about my faces because I can make some weird faces. Alaska, June is spring, July is summer, and August is fall. The rest of the year is winter. Oh, but Alaska is so beautiful. That's the top of my bucket list. There, and I want to go to England. I went to college in San Diego and lived in Solana Beach for a while. Yeah, I love San Diego. But see, I like the city. I like being in a big city. My husband doesn't. I like the hustle and bustle. Where we lived actually only 15, maybe 20 minutes from where we lived. We worked, but it would take us an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to work because of the traffic. But see, that stuff doesn't bother me. I like the big city. And now I'm stuck here. I'm stuck between Jacksonville, Orlando, and Daytona. But I'm like within 30-minute ride of Jacksonville or Orlando and 20 minutes to Daytona. So I can be in the city, But I like the hustle and bustle. I'm a night owl. I can stay up super late and still get up bright and early in the morning. Don't get it, but I do. And I need some places, sometimes I like to go out at night and just have something to do, go somewhere. Yeah, I truly enjoyed San Diego. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this clip to play about our little bullhorn strangler lady. Just the first few minutes because I don't want to get into the crap she's talking about. That poor girl Dylan again. But some of the stuff she says on here is like, I don't even think she understands what she's saying half the time. Or either that she's just, her mind is so far gone that she truly believes the stuff she says. And then she turns around 10 seconds later and says the complete opposite. And and she's only a couple hours from me. And so I did some checking because I'm nosy. And she is not like where she lives. Not at all. Not by anybody. Not by local law enforcement, local politicians, neighbors, and nobody. In fact, she's the town clown when it comes to town meetings and stuff. They look at her like, you're against cyberbullying and stuff, but you're one of the queens of it. Orlando, yeah, I like Orlando. There's a lot to do in Orlando. Just very expensive. My kids want to go to Disney, and I'm like, okay, I got to go get a part-time job. Just take them to Disney. It's crazy. It's wild to say at my age that I have kids. It really is. It's still, even after 3 years, it still blows my mind that I'm raising little ones when I'm 59. I'm not no spring chicken. babbles legalese half the time. I don't think she knows what she's talking. No, she don't. She doesn't understand the law. She clearly doesn't understand the law. She interprets it in that twisted mind of hers, and I'm just totally blown away sometimes with her. To the Gulf Coast, yeah. I like the Tampa side too. I want to go. Does anybody watch Siesta Key? Yeah, I'm old, but I watch it. I want to go to that little island. It's not. It's over by Sarasota. I want to go to that little island. Just okay. I'm gonna try to play this from my phone because StreamYard won't let me present on a mobile device on my iPad. But I'm gonna see if I got it here.
Angela Ashford.
I don't want to listen to her saying hi to her chat. This woman was live at 7 o'clock this morning. What kind of people are up at 7 o'clock in the morning and want to be live on YouTube? I mean, I'm already up because I'm up by 6, but I am in no mood or shape to be talking to people and going live on YouTube. Can't do it. No, I need to sit out here on my patio by the pool and chill out before the kids get up, have my coffee, and just regroup. No way I could go live at 7 o'clock in the morning. No possible way. No offense, but I don't like people that much in the morning. My kids camped in Key West. They loved it. Yeah, Key West is awesome. Took a beating from the Betty's got her new victim, that Nicola Bully case. Yeah, that's her new victim. But I'm going to try to get this to play loud here. Here we go.
Bullying, the cyberbullying, using social media to humiliate and hurt people.
Can you guys hear it?
You know, those people go off and you know, themselves. You're responsible for that. You're responsible for that. And 3 or 4 girls are now learning.
I'm considering fostering seeing my son is moving.
Beat up a girl.
Wait, I'm going to pause it for a minute. Can you guys hear that? This is Bullhorn Betty's live this morning. I'm fostering and moving in October, and I need a baby to watch over. Oh, they call me all the time. They just called me a couple weeks ago about a newborn baby boy to pick him up at the hospital. But Mom signed rights away and walked out of the hospital, so he's going to be up for adoption. And I just, with these two, I at my age, my husband, excuse me, works a lot. I just, it's a lot. And I don't want the baby to get dumped around to different foster homes since he's going up for adoption. I'm hoping that his forever home is where he goes and stays. But I know where he was placed, and the woman just loves him and is hoping to keep him forever. She did apply to adopt him. She adopted her other foster daughter, and she's had him since birth, and he, so he'll be good there. And she's a good mom. She's a good person, so. Unfortunately, there's bad and good in the foster care system. I've seen it all. But okay, I'm going to play some of this Bullhorns live from this morning at 7 a.m. The lunatic was live that early.
Be true, where they beat up a girl in school, recorded themselves doing it. The father showed pictures of bruises all over her body. It happened inside the school. She was unconscious. They didn't call ambulance for her. They sent her to the nurse's station. Until this girl lost her life, nothing was done to the girls that bullied her, physically fought her, and then bullied her online thereafter. And she ended up taking herself, unalived herself.
Hi, Revival. Hi, LG.
Obviously grieving very much that one. The school did absolutely nothing, which they did not do anything to those girls until this point. But at the end of the day, excuse me, the girls are now arrested.
She's using this story about this girl that was bullied, and pretty badly, and then unfortunately unalived herself. But she's using this as her reason for fighting for against cyberbullying. But yet we all know Betty's the biggest, one of the biggest cyberbullies there is. But I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to try to fast forward a little bit through it because she rambles.
And there is cyber stalking laws for children that are more aggressive in just about every single one of our states. I've been fighting for more adult legislation to protect adults because at the end of the day, we're human too. We have feelings too. You know, things can push us over the edge too. But this is the reality of it. Those girls are facing some serious charges. They are felonies, and this is gonna change the rest of their life because they tried to be cool on social media, and one person lost their life because of it. And this is why I keep saying this has got to stop on social media. And it's really upsetting that YouTube doesn't do more on their own platform to prevent this type of bullying, which we see time and time again, primarily from the cockroach channels. But from what I hear is that it happens in all these channels.
Okay. Us cockroach channels don't bully her. She does the bullying. That's funny. But can you guys hear this good? Because I'm playing it from my phone. But okay. Get back to her calling us cockroaches.
So even like yarn and crafts and stuff like that, they have haters too. Why is this okay? It's the same people that had all these.
Is she serious? The yarn and craft community YouTubers have all this drama and haters, or is this something Betty's making up? I don't know.
Let me just be honest with you. It's the same people that fought to end bullying that are the ones that are doing the bullying.
Betty?
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Betty?
I've seen it with my own eyes. People want to know why I don't have a 9-to-5 job. What's the point? What's the point? So they can try to get me fired from my job because that's what these people try to do. So guess what? It's been happening for a long time.
Okay, wait a minute. Everybody remember how her and Molly got Don Wells fired and have bragged and said how proud they are of it? But that's why she doesn't have a 9-to-5, which that's not true. Because according to Betty, and I'm not putting words in her mouth or going real life here, but she's disabled and is on disability because she's not able to work. But she's against this, but they brag about getting Don Wells fired and are proud of it. Amazing. There's probably haters there too going to get you with a knitting needle. She is afraid of karma. She should be. She should be. Her and Molly both, because Molly's one of the she's a big cyber bully in my opinion. If anybody's known about getting someone fired, she does. Yep.
Since I was in politics. I still am in politics.
Oh, no, you're not. You're a joke in politics, Betty.
Where the way I sit right now, I'm able to pay my bills, and you know what? They can't call my boss and get me fired unless they want to get told to F off, because the only boss they're going to be calling is me directly.
Okay. What businesses did you own, Betty?
Because I'm not aware of any more businesses, right? I hardly go out of my house anymore because of it.
Now, did you just hear that? She don't hardly go out of her house because she's being cyberbullied. But now listen to what she's going to go into saying about what she's doing. Yeah, I couldn't get someone fired, especially they got him fired for no reason at all. Just like with that Ashley, the girl from Ashley Furniture with Molly. Yes, did the girl do some reactions wrong? Absolutely. Was she pushed to the point to do that? 1,000%. And Molly knew damn well that her and Where's Walter and Betty and having everybody file complaints was going to get that girl fired. That was their intent. That's what they wanted. Her fan base, her dumb subs pay her bills. Exactly. They do more than that. That's one thing I cannot wrap my head around. Why are they giving these people this money? I mean, they got people in their chats that can't pay their own bills, but yet give them their money for this outlandish stuff that they don't need. What does Betty need a $3,500 camera for? That she don't even know how to work. I mean, it makes no sense, and it just makes no sense to me. And Molly Sims, they don't even buy $3,000, $4,000 purses, but they pay for her to do it. It just makes no sense to me. I can't.
More because of it. If you don't think these people will eventually pay, they will pay. They will. These girls are having a good lesson in being held accountable for your actions. And there are so many people that need to additionally be held accountable for their actions. But I just thought...
Okay, she wants, his child is missing, and that's enough to deal with despite anyone's feelings. He's not been arrested. The Ashley girl, even Dre, has had a huge impact on her. Exactly. They have just went crazy. And, the girl from Ashley's, I get it, I get it. How many phone calls of them screaming and yelling at her did she have to put up with? There was actually no reason for them to even go to the store. They set that up. Betty's even said they set it up. They discussed what they were gonna do before they even got there. And I'm sure that Where's Walter was given the number to call had he calmed down and not acted like Molly. But in my opinion, he's Molly in male form. Because how else could he put up with her? And he co-signs that crap. He knows what she does online. He knows what she does. But that day that she was mocking Dre and he played along with it and was hugging her and stuff, saying that the way she mocks her, making fun of the way she says baby and stuff, he was right there with it. That's why she had him right there after the CPS call, because she knew and he knew. And I still 100% believe that she was involved with that. Do I think there was more than just her? Absolutely. And I've said who I thought it was involved in that. Okay, now Betty said she doesn't hardly ever leave her house because she's being bullied so much. But listen to what she's getting ready to say.
But I just thought I'd bring those stories up before we got in. It is Sunday, so, maybe today would be a great day for all of us to be praying for those that are suffering, not only in our chat, but outside of our chat. And I always pray even for the haters, because think about how miserable their life truly is for them to be the way they are.
Okay.
Think about it. These people are just nasty people. They have nasty lives. They have nothing but conflict going on in their home. They have nothing but conflict going on in their immediate life, so much so that they have to wield what they can't do at home on other people. So we also have to remember the haters suffer too. That's what makes them the haters. They have
Betty, I'm not a hater. I just call you out on your bullshit. And I'm not suffering, and my home life's pretty good, pretty solid. I don't go into bars and drink at night and drive after drinking. I don't get arrested 43 times. I don't try to strangle people, especially my own mama. God rest her soul. And as far as your little psychics, Molly, I spend as much time with my family as I can. I don't go to hotels by myself on New Year's Eve and on my birthday to gorge myself with food and alcohol and whatever else she's partaking in. But yeah, she sounds just like me. Yes, she does. We're awake and ready for the furniture delivery. There would have been no issues to start with. Exactly, Sheba. They were hungover and drunk, and they didn't. Yeah, that was just a whole mess. I've had furniture delivered, and I have had no issue. But then I was here when I was supposed to be, and I mean, Where's Walter was over at the rental house where he basically stays most of the time now, because he moved all the furniture over there, where Princess is. That's a whole nother ball game there. But Yeah, she's getting ready to, remember, she says she doesn't hardly ever leave her house. Hi, Molly's Moose Knuckle. That name cracks me up. But it's long as hell to type out. But it cracks me up. Um, she doesn't ever leave her house, hardly, because she's being bullied so bad. But she's getting ready to talk.
They have miserable lives.
Oh, yeah,
they
we're
have
so
no
miserable.
functioning good relationships.
Okay.
No good marriages.
What?
Relationships with their children, I'm sure, are pretty tattered.
What?
Shattered, and otherwise.
Where's your functioning marriage,
Many
Betty?
of us have the same kind of problems, but instead of being nasty and living our lives in anger, we choose to do something positive with it.
Okay.
That's what makes us so special. So I'm leaving to.
Okay, she's special, people. She's got a failed marriage. No shade there. Some marriages just don't work. She has no kids, so she can't speak about parenting or anybody. She she's clearly delusional. She's always fighting with somebody on YouTube. So she's doing self-reflection here. She's talking about herself. Oh, thanks, Molly. She is so self-awareness. What she has no self-awareness whatsoever. None. She definitely has an anger problem. Major anger issue. I mean, when it comes to laying hands on your mama, that's bad. That's bad. Yeah, yeah. But I swear they do these early morning lives and stuff so they can self-reflect because it's really who they're describing. But remember, she said just a few minutes ago how she never leaves her house. But listen to this.
Hey, my congestion is getting a little bit better. I took a bunch of vitamin D and vitamins yesterday. I'm not sure what was going on with me, but this has happened,
Yeah,
I think, when I first got back from Idaho. And then it just came out of nowhere. So I figured, I changed my air filters. I realized I hadn't changed my air filters in quite some time in the house. So for all the other...
Well, Betty, anybody knows you change your air filters every few weeks. We change ours every 3 to 4 weeks. I mean, you know that living here in Florida your whole life. Pretty basic, but I know you don't change them unless your cat buys you the filters. So, I know more about parenting before becoming one. I have never been married. I still have all the answers for your marriage problems. Yeah, exactly. And the one time she had a chance to be a good influence on some young kids' lives when she was briefly a stepmom, by her own words, not going over her life here, she's put it out there many times, those kids were removed because of abuse at Betty's hands. So, parenting, no, she shouldn't be commenting on that. You got the wrong vitamin D. Guess you will have to find someone besides Dolly.
People that procrastinate on air filter change, this is your notification to get your air filters changed in your house. Mine were disgusting.
I'm sure that you probably haven't changed them in months.
Coming through the house now, which I'm happy about. And I woke up this morning. The congestion's a little gone. It's just right here. It's allergies. I deal with it every year. Well, I shouldn't say every year. I deal with it about 6 months. 6 months I have good times, no sinus problems. 6 months I have nothing but sinus problems. So that's my life. It's Florida.
I can't with that laugh.
2 seasons, hot and hotter.
You cackle.
Yeah, this year is bad, and not only that, but I think
the Dolly is a nasty dog. Yeah, that would be a nightmare.
North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania. I mean, think about it. We're only here. We've only been. We're only halfway through the second month of the year, and this year I have already been to Idaho, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and I'm about to head to. But that's just for work. I'm about to head to West Palm Beach, and I'll be there for a few days. And I'll give you guys a sneak peek when I come back, but I'll probably...
Okay, but didn't she just say she don't hardly leave her house because she's bullied so much? But she's been everywhere. She doesn't even realize what she's saying, I don't think, half the time. She needs to listen to herself. I can absolutely relate to empty nest syndrome. However, And it's a big, however, why not try living your best life? May not sound terribly fulfilling, but with time, you may just love it. Hi, Nikki. Thanks for coming in. Exactly. When my son went away to college, he was an only child. So it did. It hit me hard. It was, I didn't, we were always busy going to his hockey and football games. He played, he did, where he wrestled, he played ball, whatever sport was going on, but his primary was hockey and football. So we were always traveling. So it just felt, I don't know, the house was so empty. But, he went away to school and then he came home. And unfortunately, we lost him. He passed away after we moved to Florida. But we were pretty much set in our life. It was just me and my husband, We'd raised our goddaughters, but mom came and took them after 7 years. Nothing I could do about it. And so it was just us. And we pretty much had our own routine. And then, boom, these two were dropped on us. And it was a big change. I had like 13 hours to get ready for a couple of kiddos. It was a big change. But it's been 3 years, and now I couldn't imagine my life without them. But I do miss the time that I had because I could come and go as I pleased, do what I wanted. I do miss that sometimes. Michigan, yeah. Weather changes every 15 minutes. I have sinus infections in the middle of winter. Me too, Rizzo's wife. I've had chronic sinus disease since I was a kid. I've had multiple surgeries, and I'm not having no more of them. Yeah. It's hard to get used to having, being able. I always had a kid to think about, or did he have a practice or a game, or or something, and then boom, I didn't, and it was like, okay, what do I do with all my time now? It took me a minute, but I got there. I don't know if she's gonna say much else. I just wanted to play that part where she was calling us roaches and saying how she's bullied and doesn't go anywhere, but yet she's been all over the place in 2 months. Now, mind you, this is a woman that's so disabled she can't work, but yet she could tramps all over the place and heckle in front of people's houses for hours on end, days on end. But okay, okay. You have to find other ways to fill your time. Yeah, I did. We ended up opening up a craft business and just actually, me and my husband actually got to spend a lot of one-on-one time together. We'd go to the beach for the weekend because we lived in PA, so we could just drive down to Maryland, go to Ocean City for the weekend and stuff. But then we moved down here so that I could be at the beach all the time. Let's see what else she said. Uh oh, where'd it go? Okay, let's see what else this thing says.
That, but it'll probably most likely be on my Facebook as opposed to YouTube here at large. So it's interesting. It'll be interesting.
Betty, nothing about you is
Mr.
interesting.
Kaufman, yes. Night Owl, what is this? Good morning. Nice to see you, Tammy. Good morning, everyone. I don't like bullies. There are some who use their own hands to do it because they've just had a
Oh, she says about
case. Once I
using.
dive into Nickel, we have one wonderful person that, well, we have a lot of wonderful people in this chat, but one wonderful person that's really dug in her heels to really fact check the stuff coming out of Ashley Banfield is ours truly, just Samantha,
Okay.
which we see in here.
She's going to get into Ashley Banfield, and I'm not going down that rabbit hole. But I just thought that was interesting this morning. I couldn't believe she was live at 7 o'clock. But the way she was talking about being bullied and stuff and how she don't go nowhere, but yet she's been everywhere. And, of course, putting us down. She knows nothing about none of us. But she still got a lot to say. Lake Michigan. My brother has a vacation home out there in Lake Michigan. He loves it. They go there all the time. Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach is nice. Been there. It's pretty. Has she never heard you reap what you sow, Betty? Since you bully, you get bullied in return. Exactly. I mean, how can you fight for cyberbullying when you're one of the queens of it? All that wind off the water just cuts through you. I grew up in the southeast section of the state. Yeah. Hi, Nonsense. Thanks for coming in. Oh, you missed it. I played Betty calling us roaches and stuff and saying how we have nothing in our lives and we're hateful and, no one likes us and we fight with everybody and how she's cyberbullied all the time and can hardly go out of her house. Yet then she bragged about all the places she's traveled to so far this year and is going to continue. I'm like I said, it blew me away that woman was live at 7 o'clock this morning. Does she ever sleep? I like YouTube, but I don't like you all enough to be live with you 7 o'clock in the morning. Sorry. I'm grouchy in the mornings. You wouldn't like me. Yes, St. Joe's is full of rips and rips in the summer. Yes. I don't know if she's going to talk about anything else. I recorded some of it. I didn't record the whole thing because she went into her next victim. I don't know. She's going to really slam Ashley Banfield, of course.
Is ours truly, just Samantha, which we see in here quite often. And she's really been doing her due diligence in this, and she's actually found the sources for Banfield articles. And come to find out,
and she's talking about somebody in her chat that's doing all the legwork for her.
That are not even connected to the case. Not even connected to the case, like the one about the termination letter. I just did a video on that yesterday, and I said, Ashley, you've got some explaining to do, because
she's got some explaining to do.
Cited a very specific.
Betty, you have no connection to none of these cases, but yet you insert yourself and become a nuisance and interfere and cause law enforcement headache after headache. Okay. Yeah, she's going to get into her next victim, which is that Nicola Boy case. I feel bad for them, for that family. I wish somebody could tell them, hey, you're trying to been cleaning out clips, getting ready for this week, or trying a little. Yeah, I've been working on a couple little videos here with LB. That girl just, I don't know. There's just something about her that just really gets me. I think I don't know. Maybe it's because I seen through her from day one. But, yeah. That video I did the other day, that took a lot of work. Because I had to go find all those clips and put it all together. And I didn't put the clips together exactly probably the way they should have been. But it was a lot of work. But I just had to prove that, yeah, she doxes. She does background checks. She actually paid for some background checks. $15. I have the messages to prove it. But she don't do that stuff. She does the least of anybody. But she was faking DMs, faking screenshots, faking emails. But she doesn't do any of that. I graduated from Texas Tech, so will be a Chiefs fan as long as Patrick is there. Honestly, I pick the football teams by their uniform. It drives my husband crazy because I could really care less. But the Super Bowl is big for him. I like the halftime show. This year it's Rihanna. It's insanity because there's just so much. It's hard to recall what's there and where it's. And this would have been this bad back then. I would have done the organizing to start. I don't know how you must have a huge memory on your phone. Nonsense. I wish I did. LB is boring. Her bumbling sidekick is annoying. You're not kidding. I don't get it with her. I don't get why. And then I got a clip of her just the other day. She says her husband is hardly ever on her lives. He's on her lives a couple times a week. And she says she slams Uni and everybody for getting super chats and PayPals and stuff. But just the other day, she was telling people, don't super chat me. Send it to my Cash App or my PayPal because YouTube takes too much of it. And, Sean has to go back to work. And I'm even going to get a part-time job because I haven't made no money on YouTube for the last couple months. And this month is even going to be worse. So you can cash at me or PayPal. But she doesn't ask, she doesn't beg. She doesn't dry beg. She dry begs. I call it dry begging. Instead of coming right out and saying, hey, send me this, send me that, they do it. Well, I got 6 kids and it's so expensive and now I have to go back to work and she's looking at part time. I don't believe half the stuff she says. I don't believe at her age she was no finance manager of no big finance company with no education. You're not going to walk off the street and get a job like that with no education or very little experience. I question her because she's just fake. I just and now she's trying to do makeup videos on Facebook like Dre did. First, I suck at makeup. I'm the first to admit it. I suck at brows. But that girl, I don't even know if she knows how to put mascara on because it doesn't look like she even wears any. Before you could go show people how to do it, you got to know what you're doing. I would never say, I'm going to do my makeup, let's do a video, because I'm not good at it. I went Nonsense's daughter to teach me. She's fantastic at makeup. Hi, Creative Witch. Oh, gee, she drives me bonkers. Yeah. Yeah, her husband has so much to say. When you can understand him, most time he's just a bumbling idiot. You can't really understand him. But I had to cut that video the other day because he was really going hard on Dre. I mean, he said some really horrible stuff. And I was like, wow. And apparently, he was bouncing around in people's chats over the weekend when Al was so busy researching the Murdoch family for the Murdoch trial, which, okay. And apparently he's caused some ruckus there because they're getting backlash behind it. Yeah, she wanted to be KJ so badly, and she failed at it. She started covering exactly the same thing Katie was, the same way. Katie would post first, then she would post to use what Katie was saying, even though she denies it, but that's what she did. If you listen to them, you'd see it's like almost a mirror image. But now she's trying to be Molly. She's even eating during her lives now, like Molly. But when they were showing that body cam footage, which I think was disgusting, Molly did this clip, and I think it's in one of my videos about the knife. Where's the knife? I don't see the knife. Al said the exact same words in the exact same tone and everything as Molly. I mean, it was like a mirror image of them two. Now she's trying to be Molly in true crime. But she's crying because she's not making no money and she has to get a part-time job and her husband has to go back to work and she won't be able to spend 18 hours a day in her shed while he takes care of everything. Because she says they don't spend no time together because she's always in the shed working and he's always taking care of the kids in the house and grocery shopping and everything. But yet that's what they slammed Dre for. They did it as a team, Mervon and Dre. Not one doing it all or the other doing it all. They did everything as a team. That's not a team if one's doing it all while you're sitting in your shed. Hi, Tyra. Yeah, Kyle's a hoot. Nonsense got herself a good partner there. He would get kicked the F out, most knuckle. Yeah. My husband would, number one, he would tell me, look, it's your channel. You got on there. You said it. You take care of it. Put your big girl panties on, but she always brings him on to defend her. Because, I'm sorry, but she sucks at true crime. She just sucks at true crime. She will hop on whatever she finds, doesn't fact check nothing, and is happy to spew it. When she did the death hoax video, which I went after her for, people were telling her while she was doing it, and she still wouldn't stop. And she didn't take that down. She didn't delete it. She privated it. She won't lose the views. She already cries she don't make no money. It's weird. It used to be the only spend time with her, but you can tell she doesn't want him there. Beginning to wonder if she controls him. Exactly. Everything that she's accused Dre of, she does. And she does control him. I mean, she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, she doesn't take care of the kids. I mean, that's her own words. I'm not going real life on her. I'm just, this is all the stuff she's always saying, how he does everything. And he says how he has to bring her food and stuff because she won't get up and get it herself. I'm like, okay, no, that's not okay. But you can't sit there and slam Dre for the same stuff you're doing. Only you're lying about what Dre's doing because they did things as a team. They were a partnership. They weren't, it's not one doing it all. And they slam everybody else, and the vet bashing gets to me because the stuff they've said about Rock a Lot Uni is, I didn't even put it in my video because it was so bad. I leave it to Bieber. Everywhere I go is crazy. I do not even want to chat. Happy Sunday. Oh, and we're being invaded by UFOs apparently. Are you watching Olivia? That's it. You're watching Olivia's TikTok, aren't you? I'm still trying to. I heard Bob mention her. I wish I had someone to just do one thing right now so I could focus on sorting this stupid website. Believe it, you're watching Olivia's TikTok, aren't you? I don't get how aliens and paranormal has anything to do with true crime, but somehow she meshes them together. And that girl has some serious off the wall theories, man. Woo. Sometimes I wonder if she's even all up there. I don't watch Bomb. I don't. I tried, but it's just not my cup of tea. She's got in contact with Ana. I think it was the clerical, her Chronicles of Oblivion. Exactly. Because she's oblivious to real life. Hi, Rarely. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. Yeah, I don't get none of that. And you don't watch Bomb either, Molly's Miss Knuckle? Yeah, I tried, but I know that my thing is I wasn't active a lot on YouTube, but for years I followed Sherelle, and there was one or two others, and that's where I stayed. And I would go up on panel a lot with Sherelle, and when her husband Perry would have his hangout nights, I would go there, and go up on panel. But I remember the stuff that was going on, and I was there when all the stuff was going on with Amber and John Yates and all them, and I have a hard time with everyone says people change, but I don't see the changes. So I don't know. It could just be me that excuse me. It could be me that I just because I'm I guess jaded and I already know what they've done and continue to do. I just don't see the changes. Okay, I'll see it. Thanks, Al. Rarely, where is she? I'm looking for it. Just dropped in. What do you think of my answer to your question on Twitter? I didn't see it yet. I'm lazy about that stuff, but I will see it as soon as I'm done. I'll bring up Twitter now, and I'll let you know. I'm trying to keep up with the Twitter, the Facebook. I'm bad about all that stuff, honestly. My Facebook's pretty boring. My Twitter probably is too. It didn't used to be. I used to have a lot of followers on Twitter. I used to do it hard and heavy. About people get downright nasty about reality shows, man. It's like they'll rip you to shreds over a reality show. I don't get that. Them people don't care about us. I went at it on Twitter with Kelly Ben-Simone. Does anybody remember her from Real Housewives? She was the wacko from New York that was going after Bethany for no reason at all. But I went at it with her on Twitter, and of course I won. She bowed out. She stopped because she was nuts, and they didn't. They actually took her private plane and all off that little island. She needed a mental health check-in because that woman was wacko. She was saying Bethany was going to kill her and stab her, and it was crazy. That was years ago in New York, though. Okay, I'm looking for you. Okay. It's not showing it in my comments. Where is it? Oh, reality care. Okay, I got you. Jason was in the military. He actually graduated from boot camp, and Jason got injured on base here in the U.S. Jason did not deploy to Iraq, as he claims, as proven above. What? Well, look, reality, I appreciate you coming in, but that's really not my business. You need to bring that up with Uni. But yeah, I I beg to differ though. I've seen proof. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm not. That's not for me to touch base with. I just don't like vet bashing at all. I don't care who served where or when. I don't think that you have a right to say the things that have been said about him by L being that bumbling idiot of hers. Just my opinion, though. Yeah, I seen your message. I seen it on. I just read it on Twitter. But like I said, that's something I've seen. Like I said, I've seen different. I will, but I've seen different reality or rarely. I'm sorry, not reality. Rarely care. Um, but again, it's not my place to judge. Or hi, Green Frog. Hi, Texas Tiffany. Yes, as much happen, crazy things happen too. It's never really clear what's next. No, it never is nonsense. I'm a vet and don't like the vet bashing. If you have an issue, just contact that veteran and ask them. Exactly, Sheba. Um, I'm. That's really not my place to. Like I said, I've seen things, so you know, yeah. Regardless, LB and her husband had no business repeatedly. They don't care about, but that's all they talk about is him when they're live together. Which, according to her, he's only live once every 50 times, but he's live with her quite a bit weekly, if not a couple times a week. But she said that's the only way they can spend time together because he's always taking care of the kids in the house while she's in the shed researching. I still don't know what she's researching, but maybe those heavily edited clips about Dre and Marwan is what she considers research. I don't know. Hi, Texas Tiffany. My husband's a vet, and I've let him. He's listened to LB and her husband, and he laughed. And you know what? Since they want to call out for proof, where's their proof? I've seen none of it. You can doctor a picture. Where's their proof? She always says she's got all this proof to show, but she never ever shows it. And I've got some more stuff that I didn't put that I got after that last video to show even more of the crap that she's done. So I will be putting that out. Right, a crazy roller coaster ride with no safety straps. Yeah, that's what YouTube's going to be in 2023. I don't know what's going to happen with these lawsuits that are going on because, you know, YouTube's being sued. Um, Not just in federal court, um, which that could end up affecting us. It could end up taking the right to be censored, to censored. But then there's another lawsuit that they're being sued because of things that were done on YouTube over children. So I don't know what's going to happen there. But I think YouTube just needs to enforce their terms of service a little bit more. I mean, some of the stuff that is being done is just wrong. It's just wrong on so many levels. Who the hell do they think they are that they have the right to go into someone's personal real life and put it on YouTube and to go after people's kids and their parenting? They don't. They didn't have a right to do what they did to Dre and to Marvon. In my opinion, they did nothing to help Marvon. They actually hurt Marvon's name. What Dre was trying so hard to protect her children and him. And they're still happy to do it. They don't care. Because they've gotten away with it for so long. Molly has gotten away with it. You know, I don't understand why that Melissa Schumann or Chanel Watts' parents did not sue her. Because they could have. And I know that Nick Carter's camp has reached out and told her to shut up. But she won't. And I'm sick of her. I don't even if she even did have anything with him, it was a quickie, you know. She was a stalker fan. There was no relationship for 3 months. Come on, Molly would have blasted that everywhere. There'd be zillions of pictures and text messages. She would have put that everywhere. Hi, Sapori. I'm glad they're going into panic mode. The way they have used the Marina and Coma teeters on bet bashing and completely disrespectful to him. I agree, LG. It's sad what they did and what they continue doing. And some of the folks that are vet bashing have never laced up those boots, done the training, or served. Exactly. I mean, my husband missed the birth of our son. In fact, he missed the first year of his life because he was overseas on a ship. Yeah, there's enough on YouTube that you can drag people for content. You don't need to go real life, and you damn sure don't need to be vet bashing no one. Because we don't have a right to judge his service. Just like we don't, just like her husband's service. We don't have a right to judge that. That's that's his business. Yeah, Mr. B hasn't shown nothing. I've asked, just like I keep asking LB for. She keeps saying she's got the video proving that Dre was giving the kids K, but I've got actual video from Dre's own Facebook where it's clear she wasn't. And she was saying that the girl was putting spoonfuls of it and her one daughter was putting spoonfuls in her mouth. No, that's not what she was doing. It was not K in that container. But I keep asking her for the proof, and she just never has it because there isn't any. She's just playing solitaire in that shed. Oh my gosh. They spotted another UFO just about 2 hours west of Toronto now. Oh, okay. Are you for real, Safari? Or are you watching Olivia's TikTok? Are you talking about one of them balloons they've been finding? The spy balloons, whatever? I changed mine to make it harder to dox me. Yeah, see, we shouldn't even have to do that though. We shouldn't have to be worried about these people doxing us. You know, they're going to be bored with me because for the past 25 years, my life's been pretty damn boring, pretty damn ordinary. They're going to be bored with me. Hi, T. Kelly. Thanks for coming in. I just got done filling out a YouTube survey for all the good it will do, but I said in comments they need policy enforcement. I agree. Why put out the terms of service if you're not gonna enforce any of it? And they don't. Otherwise, Molly, Amber, and I'm sorry, but even Flava, Betty, and so many more would not even have channels. They would have been gone. I know Michelle had things going on. Michelle was a setup from the beginning. I agree 1000% with nonsense. But Molly's done far worse. Amber's done far worse. And here they are still with channels. I mean, come on. Molly has done some really wretched stuff to people. She is as ratchet can be. He was in the Korea Army. Yeah, I hear you, Rizzo's wife. Oh, Sephora, you're not feeling good? I hope you're feeling better. Maybe just more weather balloons. But you know Olivia's probably got a million TikToks about that stuff, though. You know she does. Hi, Tessa. Yeah, nonsense. The aliens don't want her. I got out yesterday and hiked a bit. It helped. Yeah. I just made a video for my vet. He didn't come home. Oh, I'm so sorry, T. Kelly. Wow. Yeah. My brother was a lifer in the Army. My uncle was a lifer. He did 5 tours in Vietnam, and he never talks about that stuff. Hi, Gina. Thanks for coming in. BS football game. Yeah, my husband's all about Super Bowl. He's in the football pool at work, so if he picked right and got the right numbers, he can win $850, which that would be nice, because then I could get my laptop now instead of 2 weeks from now. And I'm making burgers and with the works, bacon, cheese, lettuce, and tomato. I'm not doing a traditional because the kids wanted burgers. Yeah, I am sorry, T Kelly. That's rough. I'll definitely check out your video though. I love your channel. Girl, you can sing. I got the pizza ordered for hubby for the game. I should have did that. Good idea, Steve. I should have. But the kids asked for. They like it when I make these big old cheeseburgers and put bacon and lettuce and tomato on them. My 5-year-old can sit down and eat a big one. Well, he's almost 5. He'll be 5 on the 27th. Yeah. It's been. So who's everybody rooting for? Put a 1 if you want Kansas, or a 2 if you want the Eagles. I have to look at the uniforms. I know that's stupid, but that's how I always pick them. But I'm not really going to watch the game. I just act like I am, for the hubby. And thank your dad for his service, Molly Moose Knuckle. Hi, Outlaw Trucker. Yeah, in tremendous pain and would kick my butt if I saw me beg for money online like Molly does. Yeah. God, if I ever get like that, people, please put me out of my misery. Do not. I hope. I'm. Yeah. Well, according to Molly, I'm a nothing, and nobody will ever give me anything, and I'm always going to be a loser, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, but I'm not on here begging to get my bills paid or to buy outlandish things I'm never going to use. You know, come on. I could be like Betty. Yeah, myself. I hear you, sorry. I still don't get why she needs a $3,500 camera, but okay. My baby is 37. Oh, yeah, my baby would be March 10th would be his birthday if he was here. He'd be 41. That just shows I'm getting old. Go Colts. I'm UK, so don't have a clue. I like the halftime shows. Rihanna should put on a good show. Rihanna, you know, Rach. Oh, it's for who's going to win, the Chiefs or the Eagles in the Super Bowl today. I haven't picked because I haven't looked at the uniforms yet. But I'll have to look at the game because my husband will. I mean, Eagles is a Pennsylvania team. I mean, I was raised in PA. I wasn't born there, but I was raised there. I was born in Ohio. Get your Amazon wish list and 3 vacuums. What the hell do I need 3 vacuums? We're gonna actually have to freaking use them. Not like Molly. My youngest is 14, oldest is 28. Well, my youngest is going to be 5, and now my oldest is going to be 8 in August. Yeah, I'm behind the times. I decided to start over. You know, people will ask me. I've had people actually ask me, "How did I have kids at my age?" And I just look at them and say, "I'll never tell you my secrets." I mean, it's not a Pepsi halftime show anymore. It's Apple iTunes. Wow, I didn't even know that. See, that's crazy. It's been Pepsi ever since I can remember. One for each room so she don't have to carry it. Patrick Mahone is fine. Yeah, I don't even know what he looks like. I am not LB. Unirage is not affiliated with Unitonka. There's confusion in the hills. What? Who thinks Unirage is Unitonka and who thinks you're LB? Who's spreading the confusion? Is it coming from Molly and them just to try to do another distraction? My oldest is 16 and youngest is 8. A lot of us that, yeah, I got married young. I got married at, well, I've been with my husband since the end of high school. We've been together a long time. This March will be 40 years married, 42 years together, or 43 years together. Yeah. He has to remind me because I forget. I'm terrible about that stuff. I think I lost track after 20. What I don't get is thousands are homeless and hungry, yet these companies pay all this money for halftime shows, etc., but don't look after our own people who hurt. Yeah, I agree there. They say that they don't. They say they don't pay them to perform, but it costs them a fortune to put those shows on, and we all know they make a fortune with the commercials. I think they could do more. And yesterday, we were taking my daughter to dance in the morning, and we stopped at the racetrack, and there was this young girl. She couldn't have been 18, 19 years old. Her baby had to be maybe 2 months old. She was standing there with nowhere to go, nothing for her and that baby because the son of a bitch, 30 something year old that she was living with, beat the crap out of her and threw her and the baby out with nothing. The shelters wouldn't put her up because she couldn't prove the baby was hers because she didn't have the baby's birth certificate. Number one, the baby's only like 2 months old. So, you know, I was just blown away by it all. And this poor girl was so scared. And she was afraid on who to call because she didn't want DCF to take the baby. It was just unbelievable. I I was just so, she's so young and she had nowhere to go, no family. They, pretty much didn't want nothing to do with her because of the situation, And what 30-something-year-old man's, I just, oh, but you could tell she was been smacked around. But he didn't even give her the baby's diaper bag. I'm going to the side eye from the VRV. Need my earbuds. My 14-year-old has autism. Yeah. Oh wow. That's my goddaughters. I raised them till they were 7 and 8, and then without any legal paperwork, of course. And then mom just came one day and decided she wanted to be a mom and took them, and there was nothing I could do. But she has a 4-year-old that has autism, and she's having it rough with them. And she didn't raise Maya and Lee when they were that age. I did. And she had a heck of a time getting him any kind of help, getting him in any kind of programs. I went into Bombshell's chat yesterday to see the expose, and they all told me to leave. So I did. They thought I was Unit Tonka, I guess. I don't even know who that is. But yeah, you're brave. I've never been in Bombshell chat, so. I didn't even realize all the people I follow on or sub to on YouTube till the other day. I was like, why do I have so many icons here? And then I looked and said, wow, I didn't even know I followed half them people. They didn't even give you a chance. Rachel just said go because they thought you were somebody else. Wow. Whoever that person is must not like Bomb then. But oh, Rachel, it happens. It seems because there's so much crossover. There's a lot of our chat that doesn't like me, so I don't cause chaos by even speaking because people are so torn and it's not her. I don't understand why her chat don't like you nonsense. You've never said anything about Bomb. And if you did, if you would, it would be because you have facts, not because you're trying to just attack someone. You've never just attacked anyone. It makes me mad when, like in that video when LB said that, she's tried to tell people that you're lying and lying. I I keep asking her, where's the proof? Show me where you're lying. She can't show me anything. She usually just deletes my comments. But I don't go into her live chat. I leave one of her videos because I don't give her the view. So I don't go into her live chat. But Nanya's in my video because Nanya was a champ that day. She did. I love that about Nanya. She's bold. She'll go into anybody's chat. She just, okay, I'm just here. I want to ask a question. She asks very good questions, though. She never throws shade at people. She asks legitimate good questions. They are very spiky over on that side. Some came from the anti-KJ. Oh, them caters are a whole nother. They got their whole little. They don't even have an island. They have freaking a country. I mean, you got the extremist caters, and then you got just the anti-KJs. Those extremists are something else. Which I'm doing a video with a small video with Charlotte because Charlotte on the web went after KJ about the new filings with the 7M. And what I did is I was able to put the parts in of uncivil law saying the exact opposite of what Charlotte was saying and about how it really basically was a win for Katie. And Charlotte is going to have a fit. But of course, she didn't read it that way. But she reads every single word. It drives me bonkers. And I think Charlotte would be okay if she just got off the hater train. But she tries and it just doesn't work for her. But she just has to stick with it because if they're really there because they like her and they want to watch her, they'll stay and watch her. They'll stay and listen. But if they're only there because she's a cater, then she just needs to stick with it. There's a lot of Molly supporters there also, so it's a lot of crossover. Yeah. Yeah, there is. See, I thought Molly was against Bomb, but then lately she's been saying good things about her, apparently. From what I'm being told, I haven't heard her, but I thought she was always against Bomb. I don't know. They don't like me, but to be fair, I said that I didn't like Bomb in someone's chat. Well, I agree with you, Molly's Ms. Knuckle. I don't either. Because I know the stuff she's done. Oh. Oh, nonsense. I can be a real bitch. I'm not going to lie. I can be a real. Mm. But that girl with that baby, it's just. And I don't have a lot extra, but what I had, I gave her. You know? And when people see me doing it, a couple other people gave her too. And I made some phone calls for her, trying to get her into a place with that baby and get her off the streets. It broke my heart. She's so young. And you could tell she was smacked around. Aw, thank you, Molly's Ms. Knuckle. I can't take the drama and yelling that goes on in so many rooms now. Yeah, see, that's too much for me too, Safari. And these panels where there's 10 people up there and they're all yelling at the same time and stuff. I can't. I can't. Unirach, did you respond on Twitter? Yeah, Unirach, I got some interesting messages I'm going to forward to you on Twitter. Yeah. Is Uni Rock okay? Hope he feels better. Oh, yeah, I hope he does too. You and Uni are good people, and I don't like the crap that's being said. Michigan is last in resources for special needs kids. Yeah. Like I said, my goddaughters, their mom in PA was having such a hard time getting anything for her son with his autism. Oh, he's too young, he's this, he's that. They gave her so much runaround. It took her over a year to finally get him enrolled in a school. He's going to be 5 soon. But it's crazy what they put her through. Our defense needs to come on, yeah. So many names out here that I do not know, or I do, but at the time I can't place them. Yeah, people change their names. So much nonsense. I'd forget to change mine back, so I just leave mine alone. But I can barely keep up with one account. I don't know how LB and all them keep up with all them alternate accounts. I just don't get it. I can barely keep up with one. Molly's supporter side of her chat is all good. Honesty, guys, that's totally okay. They can support Molly, but I won't disrespect her by fighting with them in our chat. I hear you. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with somebody. It's senseless because they're going to believe what they believe, and that's that. And you can argue to your blue in the face, put the facts out there, and I don't know. Molly's chat is, I don't know, kind of cultish. Maybe I shouldn't say it that way, but yeah, Rachel, they shouldn't have did that. I mean, they just shouldn't have did that. Hi, BB. There's a lot of similar names and confusion. Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. Rizzo's wife, you love Charlotte too. Charlotte used to be buddies with Uncivil Law. Yeah, that's kind of what turned me off on him. But I did a video with her and him on that live where he actually burst her bubble. And he was like, no, it's not a bad thing. And she didn't like that. She was still trying to spin it. But oh my, that girl stalks Katie as bad as EKC does. I don't know how EKC has a job because she says she works all the time, but how she stalks people like nonsense. And Katie, like, I mean, They know more about Katie than Katie knows about herself. And I think if Charlotte would stick to doing other content, just stick with it. The people that are there because they really want to be there will stay. But she doesn't do that because she doesn't get the views. And that's how she lives, is by her YouTube. Yeah, there's the extremist caters, and then there's just the caters. But those extremists are off the chain. They will try to shred you in a second if they even one iota that you give one positive word to Katie. But yeah, all these caters, and look, Katie's still growing. She's getting 125,000 plus views on videos. Her channel, it continues to grow. I Is she my cup of tea? No. Um, but if I wanted to know anything about the Duggars or Sister Wives, that's where I'd go. I'm I'm probably subbed to her. I don't even know. I gotta check that. But yeah, um, those communities are nuts. I've never seen so much hate for someone that they've never ever met or talked to. Ever. I don't get it. How do you hate someone that you've never spoke with to the extreme that they do? And there's also the Kate Jenkins community too, is what I've heard, and crossover there somehow. Yeah, they hated each other, and right now I think it's just hate bonding. Yeah. Stop the KJ crap. I would like her more. Yeah, like I said, I tried to give Charlotte a chance. I really, really did, and but she can't stay off the hater train. And LB, that's how LB started. She was a hater. She was a cater. She jumped on board with the wrong people getting involved with that lobster man, and look at what happened. And I proved that she lied about that fundraiser for the Christmas gifts. She lied about the amount. It's in that video. There is actual proof. But again, she won't answer me either with any proof. And Charlotte doesn't have any. She just twists everything, and I don't. She's a little old for that. I mean, she's like my age. It's time to stop that. I've never really listened to Charlotte. Like I said, I tried, but I can't do the hate train like that. Right place at the right time for things like that. Yeah, that's so kind of you, hon. Wish you could be. Yeah, I felt so bad for that girl. It really bothered me. And after dance class, we went back to see if she was still there because me and my husband talked, and he said, Cat, I'll put her up in a hotel for a day or two till we can get, somewhere, one of the shelters or someone to help. But we went back and she wasn't there because I would have. I mean, I gave her the cash I had, and I had an unscratched lottery ticket. Maybe it was a good winner. I gave her that too. And breakaway community that doesn't care for what Katie does, but don't talk about her anymore. Oh, I don't see what Katie's been doing. YouTube should prevent changing ID or having multiples like other sites do. I can't keep up with multiples. I can't keep up with one. I don't know how people do it. Hi, Hope's Echo. Sneaking away from the TV to YouTube. My husband's giving me the look like, aren't you watching any of the game with me yet? No. I still got to stuff Valentine treat bags and Valentines for my kids' parties. They're not till Tuesday, but I want it done so I don't have to worry about it. My baby boy's here. We'll catch you next time. Oh, thanks for coming in, Molly's Miss Knuckle. Enjoy your visit. Hi, Running Bear Tessa. I'm trying to catch up on the comments here. I still need a list of good channels. I was sub to Declare, but he was tragedy pimping PHB, Beetlejuice, and Orange Man. I asked for his view, and the Box Live, 10 to Life, did Andre. Yeah. He really supports 10 to Life, so he's not going to say anything about her. And I'm sorry, but yeah, she updated that video a little bit, but not much. She still was spewing a lot of misinformation. And what she was saying came right from Molly's camp. That's so obvious. I don't watch her because it's not the only time. I actually did some checking into her after this came out, and it's not the only time that she's done stuff like this. Yeah, she does stalk Katie only on Twitter, and stalks KJ like a stalker on all platforms. Yep. I like Katie J's Duggar content. Yeah, if I want to know something about the Duggars, that's where I go. But what's crazy is I will not watch them. I refuse, and it won't change. They can lie all they want, but they'll be the ones in the end looking foolish, not me. Exactly. Exactly, nonsense. Hi, Brittany. I was told I was drama clicking his channel when I asked was him to tell me his view. Sorry if she did wrong. I think he should at least say something. Same thing. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes declare he is. Yeah, he doesn't like it sometimes when you ask questions he doesn't want to answer because then he would have to say something about somebody he doesn't want to. And yeah, I've noticed that. And it's mostly women in his chat. But honestly, one of the creators I've never been more disappointed in, I guess, is Savage because of her with the scamber and flavor stuff. I checked that day with Nunya and all that stuff, and I stuck up for Nunya. I did go on panel once with her. After that, but it's just I can't. I won't when I don't want to even be in a chat where Amber and Flavor and them all. I don't. So I just don't go there no more. But what the stuff Flava said about Savage was wrong and was outright lies that she said with bombing them, and she knows it was. And I don't know if she wants to go down that rabbit hole. I just, Yeah, they freaked out because Katie bought a new car. Katie works her butt off. Her channel continuously grows. She earns the money. She can do what she wants with her own money. It's not their business what she does with her money. And they're just jealous that they couldn't buy the car. That's my opinion. I mean, but what business is it of anybody's? She works for her money. But she's got a good channel. She's growing. And she makes money. I mean, I can imagine what she's making getting 125,000 plus views on videos. Who wouldn't want to get 100K plus views on a video? Charlotte was how I discovered this crazy community. CC Suarez spoke about her a few times as well as did a few other videos on Trey. CC's another cater though, isn't she? Down that rabbit hole I went. The only time I heard about CC wasn't she was doing a cater video, a deep dive on Katie, which I mean, come on, Charlotte was doing lives on videos that she did 3 years ago on Katie. They think we hate them, but it's not even close to hate. I don't care about them personally. I can't stand their behaviors. I can shut them off and go right about my life. They cannot. Exactly. I don't hate them. I don't. I despise what they do, their actions, and the things they say, and how they attack people. But I'm not going to give them that much energy. I've got too much going on in my life to worry about that hating on them. They're just not worth it, and I'm not going to waste my energy on them. Personally, I don't care what they do with their lives. I just want them to quit attacking victims and quit tragedy pimping. It's wrong to make money off of victims the way they do and the way they attack people. It's just wrong. And we don't have. Who the hell is Molly to say that someone wasn't a victim? She doesn't know that person. She wasn't in that room. She has no clue what happened. She don't have a right to say if it happened or not. If you can't say, uh oh, my little one's crying. You don't do that. You don't attack someone for being when you don't know. Just say you don't know and just stay neutral, but don't attack. What she did to that Melissa Schumann was beyond. Oh, the kids are fighting. My husband's in there. Nope, I'm trying to watch the Super Bowl, kids. BB is a whole entire shit show, a rabbit hole that connects to makeup communities, too. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, but LB's the last person I'd take makeup lessons from. But nonsense, I would love for your daughter to give me a makeover. She does amazing makeup. And nonsense. Yeah, I hear you, Tad Tesla. Grizzlies True Crime is good. So is Duty Ron and Gray Hughes. Yeah, I watched Duty Ron and I've watched Gray Hughes. I've never watched Grizzlies True Crime. I'm going to check it out. At least you're consistent, Cash. Hi, Cash. Thanks for coming in. I'm eating fruit snacks, but should be folding laundry. My husband's actually doing that while he's watching the Super Bowl. I just love him. I love burnt toast and everything. Go lightly. Oh, I love burnt toast. Yeah, go lightly's amazing. But nobody can do Betty like burnt toast. And I knew about that article. I've had that article for a while. I did mention it briefly in one of my videos, but I didn't want to come because I knew Toast was going to come out with it with that live. So I didn't really go into deets because I wanted her to do it because nobody can do Betty like her. Yes, the crossovers from different communities colliding is unreal sometimes. It sure is, Sheba. I had no clue either. The crash course over the past 6 months has been intense. The games are insane too. Yeah. Nonsense. You should have been back a couple years back with the Sherelle and Scamber and John Yates and all that crap. It was off the chain. I was like, woof. And Sherelle had been on me for a long time to do a channel because I do panels with her and Perry, and I kept putting it off, and then I finally did. And one of the first videos I did was about John Yates and all the crap he's done, and believe me, he's done so much more. That's just the tip of the iceberg. But yeah, Scamber was. The laundry will be there tomorrow. Exactly. So I told my husband I should have cleaned today, but you know what? The house isn't going nowhere. She's supporting her boss. It upsets me when nonsense and others work so hard to get the truth out. It was easy for Tender Life to find. Exactly, Hope Echo. Instead, she decided to go with Molly's misinformation and outright lies. And that's exactly where she got her information from. I don't know who Everything Go Lightly is, but they should be doing stand up. Yeah, exactly. I love that channel. My husband even watches that. He don't watch much YouTube, but he watches Everything Go Lightly, and he loves Hills in the Air. The pressure with that many views is a lot for sure. So I don't know if I'd like that many. Yeah, Katie's under the pressure because, like I said, I just out of curiosity the other day, because they were, Charlotte was attacking Katie again. So was EKC. So I wanted to see. I went over to her channel and I checked. Oh my God, the views she gets, amazing. But yeah, that would be a lot of pressure. And she doesn't do lives. That's good. I mean, some of her videos had 124K, 145K. I was like, wow. Games tied 7-7. Oh, I refuse to watch any of the grifter channels now. I strictly rely on other creators like yourself and nonsense to give us info on our wonderful clip channels. I miss the Kool-Aid. Yeah, I miss the Kool-Aid too. Thanks, Safari. I wish the Kool-Aid would have fought that because I think she could have won. But I get why she didn't. I get it. You don't want to take a chance on them getting any kind of info on you. Whoever it is needs to stay incognito to not get torn up, but I wish they did daily videos. Yeah. Yeah, nonsense. That was a good laugh today. I have a small group of artist kind people, then thousands of mama drama. Remember, lots of those subs are idle or long gone. Yeah, the numbers don't add up. I mean, if you have 73K subs and you're getting 3,000 views, that's either, in my opinion, you either bought subs or you have idle subs. And come on, LB jumped to the 70s because she jumped on the train with Molly. But they subbed her, but they don't actually watch her. And I want people to actually watch me. I'll get there eventually, hopefully. But because I didn't go begging for the subs and want people to actually watch, I think Cece was attempting to branch out into other communities doing that expose on Katie. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why she did that. She's a pretty girl. Yeah. But that's about all I know about Cece, other than um, that's how I found out about her because she was going after Charlotte or after Katie. I think they were all low on content or something. She's gonna do makeup for y'all Tuesday again if she's talented but kind of shy. Oh, she is so super talented. I would hire her to do a makeover on me in a second if I lived close enough. Grizzly blocked you? Why? Watching football here to support. I love Burnt Toast too. Burnt Toast is a great channel. Super Bowl is next week. He must be watching All Star Game. No, Super Bowl's tonight. Right now. Do you know what really is an influencer? Not one of these people influenced me to do crap but raise my blood pressure. Exactly. Thanks for coming in, Scorpius thing. Exactly. I don't understand how they're influencers. But I just notice how they're trying to mimic Dre now, especially Al and Molly. Come on, Al's doing makeup tutorials. She can't do her own makeup. I mean, that's just my opinion, of course. But someone needs to tell her to put some mascara on. Because if you're going to put all that work into your eyes and you're not going to even put mascara on, that makes no sense to me. But then that's just me. I like lashes. I just, unfortunately, at this age, lost all the nice long lashes I had. So now I need to order some of Nonsense's lashes. Hey, blank screen. Yeah. Like I said, that whole stuff back then with Sherelle and them was nuts. Tender Life was a complete disappointment, and I felt it hardcore. Yeah, yeah, that. But after that came out Nonsense, I did some checking on her. I went back and I watched some of her other content, and she does that a lot. I don't get how she got where she's at, over 600K, because she clearly doesn't fact check. Yeah. I'm trying to catch up on the chat here, guys. You have to remember that's a YouTube lifetime number. Like, only had 80K over the years she has been here, but it would venture to say only 30K are actual viewers now. I don't even think 30K are, because she's not. The only time she'll get 5 to 6K views is if she's doing a drama crap, attacking someone or something, but she doesn't get it otherwise. So I just wonder about those subs. I didn't even know you could still buy subs. Actually, I knew back in the back a couple of years ago, people were doing it like crazy, but if they got caught, they got in trouble. I didn't know you could. It was even still a thing, but I don't know. I question some of it. Hey, Navy, thanks for coming in. Hi, Miss Lee. Yeah, you watching the game, Navy? I found Bert Toast because of Betty attacking me and fake doxing me. Then I heard she was supposedly taking BT to court. I wanted to be on BT's side. Oh, wow, T. Kelly. I didn't know she did that to you. And see, that's what I mean. They doxed the wrong people, like LB did. She doxed this wrong person. She gave the town families names and everything, and they still doxed the wrong person. Never owned it, though. Just don't dox anybody. I'm, I don't, I mean, it was for no good reason. But I'm sorry that happened to you. Wow. I really did grow very organically. It was funny. It's my biggest Facebook page. I'm locked out of so having a Facebook page. I grew that. They're spreading facts. Exactly. Maybe I should go live and do some crypting. Yeah, Blank Scream. Molly will be the first one in there for you. She'll want to come up and talk to you. You know she really loves you, don't you? She's really got a heart on for you. That's the problem. You excite her. You bring more excitement to Bullhorn Betty than she ever sees. If you knew then what I do now, I hear you, nonsense. That mascara, that Makeup Monster show this week, I want to buy it. Yeah, me too. I love Makeup Monster. She is just straight and to the point. Hey, where'd my comments go? Okay. I got another one of her screaming at you and crying about her mom's karma if you want it. I forgot about it. I think that Plain Screen is the most excitement Molly and Betty ever see. You know, that Spanky has that many subs as boring as him. Oh, I can't watch him. He's just he yeah. There's that that man. I don't have a clue how to do 90% of the things on YouTube. Again, as there's a lot to it, but I actually love being clueless because it's still a hobby to me, not a job. Exactly. Just I started it because you want to say hi to everybody? I'm almost done. Your kids driving you nuts? Yeah. My hubby doesn't want to be part of YouTube, which is fine. That's fine with me. Actually, I prefer it. I heard 90 Days on Blast has all of Amber's past videos. The fighting will never end. Nope, it won't. It won't. Amber has always, that's all Amber's ever done is go real life on people from the get go. And the stuff she did to Sherelle behind the scenes and got caught doing, well, why Sherelle only made her pay legal fees and stuff? Sherelle could have owned that house that Amber's husband has. But yeah, Amber's been like that from day one. And she still says, well, I was part of the biggest channel. No, you actually briefly were, but you weren't actually part of the channel, and you got fired because of the crap you did. Faking to be Sherelle, telling people you were Sherelle, sending naked pictures of yourself out there, using Sherelle's name, and some really gross pictures, too. That I met incredible people. It was like, take it or leave it. Fill my voice with a purpose for a reason, at least, but I don't know if it will. A season. Oh, nonsense. You can't go nowhere. We enjoy you. We need you on YouTube. I don't know for music. Kyle and I are probably going to do a 1 hour segment, just discussion of topics or whatever's requested a week. Kyle enjoys hanging out with you actually a lot. Yeah, I'm trying to get my husband into it too, but he's can be a little rough with people. He's has no patience for people like Molly and Betty and Justin or Amber. He remembers the Amber stuff from and the John Yates crap, and he just has no patience for anybody that fakes cancer and fakes an attempted unalivement. And some of the 90-day folks sent their nudes to their enemy partners. They are wild. Yeah, they go real hard. I'm not sending pictures to nobody, not even my own husband. See, back when I was young, we didn't have the internet like we do now. My daughter's always asking me, she's like, I'm going to be 8. When do I get a phone? When can I go on here? Never. You're never allowed to go on social media. You're never going to be on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, nowhere. I don't want no one bothering you. Hi, Sandy. We all need to stay in to avoid cyberbullying. I love her reasoning, so sensible. I don't know how I made it my 60s without BS Betty's advice. I'm telling you, I don't know how I was able to parent without Betty's parenting advice. Yeah, that's the last person. I enjoy having Kyle's commentary in the background because he's funny and mean, but not against her in ways that is disrespectful. Yeah, he is funny nonsense. Yeah, my husband wouldn't be like he's just matter of fact to the point, and then he laughs about it. But he can't stand the sound of her voice. He just can't. He looked at me. He told me, he said, "I'll support you 1,000% doing this YouTube thing, but don't you dare think you're ever gonna get like that, because I'll shut it down." He just doesn't get her husband supporting her the way he does, and how he will co-sign and sit there with her. He doesn't. He's like, no, no man's gonna do that unless they're totally controlled. But yet, that's Dre for what they do and what Dre wasn't doing, but yet they do. I just pray Dre has an attorney and goes after them. I really do. Because she deserves it. After what they did to her and her family, she deserves justice. I just started listening. Yes, we do. Yeah, Betty is the last person that should be even trying to go in there and speak about cyberbullying, because you can bet these politicians already know her history. Like I said, I did some checking because she doesn't live that but a couple hours from me. She's a clown. She's a joke. When she goes to a town meeting, they will say the clown's in. The clown's in town. She's a joke. But she said she doesn't leave her house because she's so cyber bullied that she hardly ever leaves. Then she turns around and says about all the places she's already been. It's only February. Delusions run deep. But thank God she's not really a political activist. Oh, thank God. No, nonsense. Kyle's never disrespectful. I think he's funny as hell. I missed members only live last night, but I replayed it today. Or was it this morning? I had it recorded, is what I did. That's how I replayed it. Because sometimes on my iPad, it won't let me go into members only. And sometimes it does. That's why I can't wait to get my laptop. I'm so over this iPad. I mean, it's done its due. It's an older iPad too. I think it's like 6, 7 years old, and it's done its job for me. But I'm over it. And my husband's been on me, just go get a laptop. But I'm a budget person, and if I try to stick to my budget, and I won't just go, okay, let's just take this chunk and buy it. I'll wait until I put enough aside, which in about 10 days I should have enough. Uh, I just, I'm funny about that. And taking on 2 kids was a lot because they came with nothing. I had 13 hours to prepare. I hadn't had little kids in years. So, it'd been what, 4 or 5 years since my goddaughters were, my mom took them. So it had been a while and I had nothing. So it was like starting over. And I don't know. I just always think about them, that there's something more they could use, or even though they don't need, they are beyond spoiled. I have turned my little girl into a little diva with clothes and shoes. I swear, she has more shoes and clothes than I do. But I just always think that there's something they could use, or something he could use, or something else before. I never think of me first. Or yeah, I have a bad habit of doing that. But I think if we all keep sticking together, I think we are making a difference. I think it is hurting them in their views and the money they're making off of their tragedy pimping. And I think it's working. I know it's taking forever, but it's actually, I think, starting to work. YouTube, I gave up on. They're not gonna. I've just lost any faith in YouTube doing anything with. terms of service. I don't know. But yet they're going to give me a privacy claim on music that I got off YouTube Shorts. It's the music they put on YouTube Shorts. So I disputed it and I left it alone. I'm getting sick. Oh, I can taste it and feel it. Yeah, Bullhorn Betty giving advice. You have to be threatening my kiddos too because I argued with her mom on Facebook group. Nothing about BHB. I didn't even watch it. Wow. Wow. See, that's too far. You don't do that. Kids are 1,000% off limits, no matter what. And just because you have a different opinion doesn't give somebody the right to threaten you and your children. Figure out how to sign up for YouTube without Betty's advice. I like Navy and Nini's dad's jokes. They crack me up. Yeah, they do. Nonsense. He is sarcastic. That's how I am. Some people think I'm mean. Oh, no, you're not. Yeah, sometimes people say it because sometimes things come out differently than what I want them to. But and sometimes I can be a little harsh. I'm still trying to figure it all out. Hey, Sandy. Thanks for coming in. We might need Betty after all. You want her hotline number for expert advice? I've got it. She called me for advice once. Oh my goodness. Oh, her hotline number cracks me up. I wonder if she'd take my call if I ever called in. Then I'd have to give her a review. Oh gee, I hope it's a reminder to all ladies that our looks only go as far as our personalities can land the hunks. There's a lot of good guys out there that are just hiding. Yeah. Again, I'm at the beginning of this. And oh my God, she's literally talking about herself, not having good relationships, blah, 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 blah. Zero self awareness. Yep, you're right, Sandy. Hi, little Mix. I hate the way they treat everyone who isn't part of their little crew in the Mean Girls. It's the Mean Girls, just non-stop bullying and nasty underhand tactics that never should go real life ever. No, it shouldn't. Not the way they do it. I have my laptop, but I don't have any of the extras at all either. I still use my phone mostly. It's not a priority here either, but you are doing fantastic. Oh, thank you, Nonsense. That's okay. I asked my 22-year-old son. That's not dying seriously. No smoking amongst the flock. Only the master smokes. I flick my lighter a lot instead of smoke a cigarette. I'll flick my lighter because I'm trying not to smoke so much. I'm trying to actually quit, but I'll sit here and flick my lighter. And I know I got someone told me not to do that because they hear it. I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's better than smoking a cigarette. So they decided to remove the copyright strike on the song. I guess it wasn't a copyright strike. It was just a claim, but I'm not monetized, so. And they said if it doesn't affect my channel, but if that video was to ever be monetized, then there could be an issue with something. So I disputed it because the music came right from YouTube Studio. I mean YouTube Shorts, and it's not the first time they did that. So and the other one was taken, but yeah, they're not strikes. It was just a claim, and they said it will not affect my channel at all. I love that intro you did, and I love the one that Nunya did too. I'm using it in my next video. Aw, hope Psycho, you're so sweet. Excuse me. Nonsense. Thanks for responding. I really appreciate what you and Kathy are doing. These locales must be stopped. Agree. Agree. Thank you, Sandy. But you're right. I'm glad we met on here. That's a great thing in all of this. Yeah, that is what I found everybody on because of what was going on, which I don't do a lot on Facebook, but I seen what was going on with the Marwan and Dre's thing. And actually, it was a post Katie made, and that's how I found nonsense. And unfortunately, Molly, but it didn't take me long watching Molly to realize what she was and tune her out. But that's how I found Uni. For music, I use YouTube Studio app for the music too. There's a lot of options y'all want tunes and videos. Yeah, there is, and it is on YouTube Studio, the music. So that's why it didn't make sense to me why they even did that. So if you ever use a clip of mine with music, just use the license in the description with it, and it should be okay. All right. Yeah, I'm trying Scorpio's thing. So instead of smoking a cigarette, I'll sit here and click my lighter. And apparently it got on someone's nerves. So one person said don't do that because it bothers them. But my response was that I'm sorry, but it's better than smoking a cigarette. And I've got to go to get a new thing for my float pen because my thing's empty. And I just didn't feel like stopping today. I love it because I can drive through the marijuana store to drive through. Show my ID, get my float refill, bye. General Awareness was doing prank calls. Daphne called in and pranked Betty when she had the phone lines open. Are you kidding? That would have been good. Congrats on quitting at Scorpio. Yeah, good for you. I'm trying. Lord knows I need to quit. Well, guys, I'm going to end this. I thank everybody for coming in. I really appreciate all the support. I'm going to go enjoy some of what's left of the game with my husband and get these kids ready for bed. But, guys, thanks everybody for coming in. And I'll see you next time.